Hello, hello, guys. Hello. How are you? Um, so this is going to be pretty quick because I parked somewhere really, really bad. Um, I wanted to just go over some stuff here and show you this because really there's nothing else going on here at all. Um, so let me show you this really quickly, and then I'll tell you where I've been and what I've seen. Obviously, this is our FAA buildings, okay? And those of you that have been with me for forever know that these things have been fenced in and surrounded by concrete barriers. And some of the fencing even has barbed wire around it. Both of the buildings. And they've been like this for as long as I've been here. So at least uh, when I first laid eyes on these buildings was like 4.5 years ago. Um, they've been like this since then. No construction, no nothing. But what I saw today when I came in is that they've gone ahead, and I do not have any explanation for this whatsoever. I don't have any explanation for why they're surrounded with concrete barriers and fencing all this time. It's our FAA. But as you can see, they've gone ahead and they've painted the concrete barriers. I don't know if it's like to grab attention because it's really freaking tacky. Let's just come here. It's really freaking, look at this. Just hold on, I'm gonna put you down for a sec. Sorry about that. Fix my shorts. So look at this. Like it goes from that really ugly blue to it goes to like this light blue. And then it goes to like this mint green down here. And then on the other side of the building, it has like a really, really very, very ugly green. So it's like all different colors, really, really ugly colors. So I don't know. Like, I mean, my first thought was, are they trying to like grab people's attention by doing this and for them to look? Because I can't think of any other reason for this. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But just when I think I've seen it all here, and you can see where it like blends in, where it changes, like I don't know. I don't know, but this is really gaudy. And down there it goes into like the blue, a dark blue. So I don't know. But it definitely grabbed my attention. But it's grabbed my attention all this time. I don't know about anybody else's, but so what in the world? I mean, if it wasn't to gain people's attention, what's it for? Because it's just really, really ugly. Uh, just doesn't make any sense. So anyhow, let me just go over some stuff with you. The city is really busy with people, tourists and all that stuff, and traffic for some reason today. There's like a lot of cars, but there's absolutely nothing going on. Up at Capitol Hill, so the Capitol's like right down there, a couple blocks down there. The buses are there today, and both sides' flags are up. Now I know that the House is going to be shutting down, so who knows what the hell is going to be coming out of there anytime soon with all of this madness going on. And there is a lot of madness. And I'd love to talk about some of it, but I don't really have time with my car being there. But obviously, we got all this stuff going on with Obama, okay? And, you know, Trump just flat out called him out for treason. And did you notice at the same time when he was talking about Hillary that he said that he didn't do anything because she was the ex-wife of a former president? Did you hear that? Like, what was that? That's a whole different story. So anyhow, so when I came in here today and did my rounds and everything, White House is quiet, front door is wide open, just a normal day. Um, I decided that I'd go over to Colorama, okay, just for shits and giggles and to check out, because that's where Obama's mansion is, okay. So I went over there just for shits and giggles, just to see if like there were any journalists or anybody over there, and it's not, and there aren't. And when I come back either Friday or Monday, I'm going to see if I can find somewhere to park and try to see what we can see together over there. And it's really weird over there. I don't know if you can really hear me good. And I'm going to stay in the shade. It's hot. Um, it's a very bizarre area over there. And okay, it's all elite and it's all embassies. Okay, so as long as I've been here, like the road that he lives on, it's in a neighborhood, okay, of all these big fancy houses, like I said, elite, um, and embassies and stuff. So his road, it go it goes down past through his neighborhood, down past his house, and then it connects to another road. So at the top of the street, they've got like these concrete barriers, but they're plastic, okay? So they've got them and across the one side. So you can only go down the street on the one side, but they've always got a Secret Service agent parked there every time I've gone there, okay? And it's been like that this whole time. And on the other end of the street, it's like that as well, okay? So you cannot go up and down that road if you please. And there are, other residents on that street. And the thing is like right there at the top where the Secret Service agent is, there's like a light pole and it's got all these cameras on it. Okay, so they're watching everything. And not just one camera. There's like 4 or 5 of them, okay? So you can't go down the road. And I was going to actually talk to the Secret Service agent, but he looked a little grumpy. So, like I said, when I come back, either Friday or Monday, I'm going to see what I can figure out. If I can't get some looks or anything. Now, it's very weird because the street kind of bends, okay? So it's not like a straight down street where you can actually see, okay? It's very bizarre over there. And it's very wooded, so there's like a lot of mature trees, so that kind of makes it even worse. So if you remember, a long time ago, I actually there was one of the guys at one of the houses on the other side of the street. So there's houses that butt up to the houses that are on his street. And I went on that street and the guy let me in the yard. Remember, I was in the bushes, okay, peeking through. And all of the stuff that they were doing to that one house that's next to Obama's, okay? So they were digging out the ground, everything there. All right, so the house next to that, all of a sudden, has caught on fire. Now, like I said, all of these houses are owned by elite and embassies over there. So it like nearly burned down. It's still standing. I grabbed some pics and I've got the information of the house. I'm going to see if I can't figure out who owns that house, okay? So the house that I was at is right next door to that, the one that I was in the bushes, okay, and looking through the fence. Now, I remember when I did some digging into the house that was having all the work done that I was watching, he was in all this mess. And I had to actually remove my post because I got a little scared. So I'm going to go back and get his information and see if I can't put all this together because that's really, really weird, all right? And also on Obama Street on the left-hand side, now they've got a bunch of dumpsters on the street. So it looks like they're doing something to another house there. So I don't know what's going on in that area, but there's definitely something fishy. and who all these people are and how they're connected. Um, so I'm going to see if I can do some digging in the next few days and find out some information, and then try to get over there and see if I can look at anything. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, and that's what really sucks, because there's definitely something going on over there. Uh, I just don't know what. So, um, I did also go by the British Embassy. Okay, so they're done that. There's nowhere to park over there. So when I come back next time, we'll see if there is somewhere and we'll take a look. But they're done that. There's like cars parked everywhere. So I'm assuming there are actually people staying there now. It's completely done. Um, Completely done. And I went by the observatory. But you never see anything over there. You can't really get a look at anything. But the only thing that was going on over there was like 4 or 5 people standing on the corner holding a Palestinian flag. So that's about it. So yeah, that's got my head. Yeah, I'm scratching my head on that one, guys, because something's definitely going on over there. Uh, yeah, I'm scratching my head. I want to figure out what the hell is going on over there. But I was honestly surprised that it was quiet over there, that there weren't any journalists, like, nothing, trying to get a peek or just nothing. Now we know if that was Trump, there would be all kinds of protesting, everything else going on there. So, um, yeah, give me a little bit of time and we'll figure out what's going on over there. Um, Otherwise, here it's just nothing other than this beautiful display of I have no idea. It's just, it's so gaudy. I mean, you can see where it changes to like a darker green, and then I don't know, maybe they have something planned for this and I'll see in a few days, or I don't know, but this is awful. So, um, that's going to be it for the day. I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here, and then I'll be back up. I'll do some digging and see what I can't find out about the houses that are over there, and go back and find that information that I have on that one guy's house, and see how I can connect them, because there's definitely something fishy going on in that area. So that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of here. So yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you soon.